There's nothing more frustrating than taking an exam and failing it. As human beings, we learn from our mistakes, but college doesn't let you do that. It turns you into a number, and if that number isn't high enough, you get the boot. You gotta go. When you go somewhere like Marcy, we're all working towards the same goal, and so there's a lot more incentive to help each other. There's a lot more incentive to lift each other up. My name is Devonte Duncan, and I'm a software engineer at Squarespace and a graduate of the Marcy Lab School. I grew up in Brooklyn, New York, from a family of immigrants. My mom's from St. Vincent, and my dad's from Trinidad. One of the biggest things Marcy taught me was that no matter who you are, no matter what room you step into, you add value to that room no matter where you come from. That was one of the things that galvanized us as a student body to look out at the world and say, we are good enough. Marcy was really good at setting the stage and giving us an overview of what the world looks like and what challenges we're gonna face going into it. It's particularly important for people of color to be interested in tech because tech is shaping our world, it's shaping our future. It has the potential to create a world that doesn't necessarily represent or support everyone if everyone's perspective isn't involved in building it.
At Squarespace, I kind of feel like a really well-watered plant. There's a lot of people here who care about you and care about your growth and will sort of push you to do bigger and better things.
Even back when I was in high school, I didn't know anybody who was a software engineer, but I did know a lot of people who looked like me who were playing basketball, making music. The more representation you have in different fields, the more likely it is that someone who's first coming up is gonna look around and go, oh, I can do that too. This person comes from where I come from. I don't have anything special. I just had the right motivation and I was lucky enough to find the right people to teach me what I needed to know.
A lot of my journey has sort of just reminded me of one thing that I kept hearing at Marcy over and over again. And it was that whatever company hires you, you have to understand that they hired you for a reason. The skills I got from Marcy helped me land not one job, but a second one at arguably one of the best companies to work at, especially in New York City. It speaks volumes to not only my growth, but the growth of Marcy as well.
Marcy gave so much to me, it only feels natural for me to do what I can to give back. I'll always volunteer to do panels and speak to prospective students and speak to parents and sort of just tell them what my story was and explain to them that even though this seems radical, there is a path forward that's not the one that everyone's been preaching. I feel like the reason Marcy is so special to me is because it has a different level of integrity. The only thing that they ask for in return is that you make something of yourself. There's no hidden price attached that you can't pay, and there's no loans that'll catch up to you. All they ask is that you do your best and try to make it, and they'll do everything in their power to help you in return.